think official time was 1:45 I got up and hit the floor with all my weight, and that's the last thing I remember until I woke up in intensive care.
At the time of the event, I was lead paramedic on the ambulance. The way he came around and responded to treatment was so quick, and I've never really seen someone really look at me after we've given him that kind of treatment. We got going real quick with him and got spontaneous. And by the time we were rolling back into through the ER doors, he was looking at me. I don't think he understood what was going on, but I was trying to explain to him.
These guys bring in Mr. Ernst on the backboard, and he's intubated. He has a tube in his trachea. Well, you had cardiac arrest. Your heart stopped. You died, and you're back. And now we got to get you to probably get you a cardiac cath lab. And my role really in this case was more air traffic control, because the yeoman's work was done by the pre-hospital providers to get his heart pumping again. And then my job was getting the right specialist in there quickly.
Or this is why we do all of our process, so we can do this really quick. What happened probably with Mr. Ernst is he had a plaque rupture earlier in the day, and the lava came out and he was forming a clot there, but it didn't shut his artery down. And then near evening time, thankfully his wife was there and saw him. That artery probably shut down. This is clot. This is probably where that little volcano was that erupted and was forming clot. So now you can see that area where the explosion occurred is now fixed with a stent that has really squashed that volcano. And we'd like to think that that volcano can't erupt anymore, because now it has a...
And I feel privileged that I was your nurse on the tele unit to help you understand, get well, and watch you change after this.
He asked tons of questions. You always had to be ready for Gregg. He had always had lots of questions, which is awesome, because then that gave us the opportunity to do all the cardiac education.
Doing the event today was important, because I didn't realize, first of all, how many people were involved, and today was the first time I heard the 911 tape, and that was kind of traumatic. It was hard for me to fight the tears back, just to know how traumatic it was for her, to be able to go to the fire department and thank them, get to know them. There's that human element that you tend to forget, and to get to know them a little bit, get to know what they're like on the side, it changes everything.
I've been doing this for about 14 years, and I've never had somebody really bring their whole family in and talk with us and point at their kid and say, "Look what you did for me. These two children have their dad because of you." And man, I tell you, I get pretty misty over the whole thing.
What surprised me was how happy everybody was, genuinely happy to see me. It was very touching, and there were so many people, and it's nice to get to know these people on a personal level, encourage them, hopefully give them a little shot of vigor that what they're doing is very important. And obviously I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, and I'd like to thank them.